Jim, the poet, was always there.
Jim was a fully fledged, happening poet.
Morrison was a bit of a contradiction.
He seemed to have two different personalities,
It was just, seemed to me, the perfect party animal.
and drugs definitely affected who he was.
Being a rock star is an addictive lifestyle.
I just knew that he was a philanderer.
It seemed to me like he almost worked on his reputation.
He really liked to kind of push things.
I used to grab that. I want to grab him by the neck sometime.
He was what you call a brinksman.
He was my hero.
He was crazy.
And I've never heard any of them call him disciplined.
The essential reason that Jim went to Paris was that his wife Pam was there. And Pam was working very hard at getting Jim off of liquor.
I asked him if he wanted to sing still and why he came to Paris. And he said he didn't want to sing anymore. He wanted to write poetry. The right place to write poetry was Paris.
He longed for some kind of literary recognition. Of course, a lot of the roots of the beat movement are in Paris.
It's almost unimaginable how repressive America was at the time of the McCarthy hearings. Figure out where some of these amazing songs come from. Well, his poetry was coming from a very similar place.
He was going to carry on that American tradition of, Ernest Hemingway and F. Scott Fitzgerald and Henry Miller, and now Jim Morrison, an American in Paris, poet.
Jim wanted to meet me.
The idea of people with brains, with certain amounts of brains, getting together and living a certain lifestyle where you appreciated culture.
Ends with an act of cunnilingus.
And we were waiting for Jim to come back so that we could resume the next phase of our career. And then the tragic news came that Jim Morrison was dead.
Would you come into the office? There's a message for you here from the Doors. And I said, I don't think I want this message. I know what this message is.
Jim wasn't taking heroin often.
I remember him eating a block of hash.
To do a song that, or a piece of music that's just a pure expression of joy.
But I think he knew that he fulfilled a cycle in his life, a karmic cycle, that he had come to the end of something.
So the last time you saw him,
That was it.
he was in a cab, zonked out, stoned out, with a drug pusher.
Right.
I do think he got tripped up. I do think he could have become had a second act.
Jim was a poet.
He was born one, and he lived one. I don't think there was a better poet of Jim's generation than Jim.